Over the last few years, there's been an explosion in cookbooks featuring ingredients that were previously unfamiliar to most Western cooks. Some of these ingredients have become common pantry staples, such as kimchi, gochujang, and black vinegar. Others are still relatively obscure, but are starting to appear more frequently on menus and in recipes. I'm thinking of ingredients like freeze-dried fruit, bonito flakes, smoked paprika, or smoked salt. And then there are ingredients that remain largely unknown to the home cook. Sumac? Anyone? Today we're going to explore some of these exotic ingredients, what they taste like, how they're used, and where to find them. This is part 1 of an occasional series called the Global Larder. I hope you'll join me every time one of these videos appears in your feed. I don't know about you, but when I'm shopping for ingredients, I often feel like I'm just grazing the surface of what's available. Take sumac, for example. It's a vibrant red spice that tastes tart like lemonade and a little bit like a cranberry. It's made from the ground-up berries of a small shrub that grows in the Middle East and parts of Asia. While it's still pretty hard to find, sumac is starting to show up in spice blends, salad dressings, and marinades. Or, take a look at this jar of black limes. Black limes are actually dried, unripened green limes that have been left to sit in salt for several months. They have a deep purple-black color and a concentrated lime flavor that's leathery and almost smoky. They can be used in much the same way as green limes, in cocktails, in sauces, and in desserts. To really understand an ingredient, it helps to know a little bit about its history and where it grows. Today we're talking about ingredients from the Middle East and North Africa, also known as the Maghreb. If you look at a map of the region, you'll see that it stretches from Morocco in the west all the way to Iran in the east. The Maghreb is home to many different cultures, religions, and climates, and this diversity is reflected in its cuisine. One ingredient that's common to many Maghrebi dishes is preserved lemon. As you can imagine, these are lemons that have been preserved in a special way, so they last longer than fresh lemons. To make preserved lemons, lemons are harvested, then cured in salt for several months. After curing, they're rinsed, the skins are removed, and the pulp and seeds are discarded. What remains is a wrinkled, shriveled lemon peel that has an intense, pungent, and salty lemon flavor. Preserved lemons are often chopped and added to salads, tagines, and couscous dishes. They're sometimes chopped very finely and used as a garnish. They're particularly popular in Moroccan cooking. In fact, if you order a tagine in a restaurant, you'll likely see preserved lemons among the vegetables. Another ingredient that you might find in a tagine is saffron. Saffron is a spice made from the dried stigmas of a particular type of crocus. It has a distinctive deep red color and a unique flavor that's floral, earthy, and a little bit grassy. Saffron is expensive because it takes a lot of work to harvest. Each flower has only 3 stigmas, which are the thread-like parts that collect pollen. These have to be carefully removed by hand, and it takes about 20,000 flowers to produce just 1 pound of saffron. Saffron is often used in rice dishes, paella, in desserts, and of course in the Maghreb and elsewhere in the Middle East. It's common to use spices to add flavor to both sweet and savory dishes. Spices like cinnamon, cumin, ginger, and turmeric are commonly found in both Moroccan tagines and in desserts like baklava. I've already talked about 2 spices from this region, sumac and saffron. Now let's talk about a third, turmeric. Turmeric is a rhizome, which is a small plant that grows just above the ground. It has a long history of use as a spice and as a medicine. Turmeric is bright yellow and looks a lot like ginger. Its flavor is warm and peppery with a hint of bitterness. It's often used in curry powder and in golden milk recipes. You can find all of these ingredients at Middle Eastern or Indian grocery stores. You might even find them in the international aisle of your local supermarket. But if you can't find them fresh, you can order them online. Many Middle Eastern markets sell dried versions of preserved lemons as well as jars of spiced preserved lemons. These are preserved lemons that have been chopped and mixed with spices like turmeric, cumin, and coriander. They're easy to use and add a lot of flavor to soups and stews. Next time we'll explore more ingredients from the Maghreb, including some of the many varieties of vinegar that are used in the region. In the meantime, I'd like to hear from you. What exotic ingredients have you been playing with lately? Please leave a comment and tell me what you're making with them. Thank you for watching. Until next time, happy cooking.